Hey everybody, this is David B69. It's kind of funny. I wasn't able to play yesterday. Migraine was worse than ever. Still have a migraine, but I'm going to try to power through this one. Um, just so I can get some content out to you guys. So in doing that, I'm going to give some players a day off. I have to give Romoto a day off. Turner's fine. But Sosa, we give Bohm a day off. And we'll do the typical Harper DH and Castellanos play first base kind of deal. Generally recover something when you're doing that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hopefully you can hear my voice and I'm speaking and stuff because I generally don't talk while I'm broadcasting. But I just figured I'd do something different today. Number one, why not? And they were generally talking or everything. I mean, these games generally take an hour to play or close to an hour. For the most part, it takes about, I don't know, 40. It's generally anywhere between 35 to 40 minutes to 55 to an hour. Generally, that is the majority of the recording time and things that take place in order to do these broadcasts and have these episodes up. I generally, it's like the actual amount of work of the publishing and other things, that generally takes like 5 minutes of my time. Really isn't that big of a deal. Basically, I do a little bit of artwork generation for the cover. So when you're seeing the screen and everything, when you click on the video, it basically has to be looking somewhat good. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Just for other news and stuff, I actually started playing a little bit of the AEW game, Fight Forever. Man, it's like after playing, I'm used to WWE, the 2K game, and some of the old games. I mean, it's very. I don't know how many people actually remember. Do you remember the WWE All-Stars game? Where I wasn't a huge fan of that game because of the look and like kind of like the rubber nature of the characters. I wasn't a big fan of them. So I mean, I'm not a favor of the artwork of the models of the characters. But their movesets and controls, I haven't like gone through and with great detail. I mean, I've probably played like a half hour so far. I'm going to spend more time on it. I'm just saying there could be better. Ooh, does that fall? Yeah, it fell. So obviously I'm going to spend more time on it. It is definitely a lot of fun. But I don't know if it's something that I'm going to want to spend like a whole lot of time on. Definitely not going to spend time making videos of it. It does have a thing where if you're a streamer that it'll basically automatically take the music out for you and stuff. So, which is nice as a streamer. That there's no extra work that has to get done. You don't have to like manually turn down the music and everything to 0 and such for those modes. Which is kind of nice. But like I said, it's just. I mean, I love wrestling, but I don't think my I don't think I have a huge fan base that will make it so. I don't think it would be generally worth it for my channel to do that. Now, I do plan on streaming some college football. I'd like to play Dynasty mode and College Football 25. I do plan on doing that. I'm basically it's like I'm basically a huge Penn State fan. Always been a huge Penn State fan. So kind of like really into like playing a season with them. I mean, I know they're not the greatest of all teams, so that actually fills in the challenge right there. So I'm actually really interested on how that would work. I mean, how good can I make Penn State? Can I make them a #1 team? So, so when that game comes out next month, expect a little bit of content. Now, unfortunately, and I really do mean this, unfortunately, the unfortunate part of the whole thing with the game is there's not, you can't export in Diamond Dynasty to the NFL, like in Madden. People say that it's because of the NFL, but I don't think that's the case. I believe the whole thing is they won't license those players in college football to be in Madden. Now, I don't think the NFL, I don't think Madden would have a problem with it. I think what the problem is the NCAA doesn't want their players, or the players themselves and stuff, want a little bit more money for the prospect of them being in both games, which is totally normal. I mean, there's a possibility that you got your players and your quarterback from Alabama, or wide receivers from Alabama, or some other college, go into the pros, and it's like they would want their face and their name to be part of the game. I mean, I totally get that. So it's like a totally legitimate reasoning. So I don't know. I'm just it just kind of saddened me that it was something that was in NCAA 14 and then past games and stuff, and you've seen my posts and other things about that. And I've always been a huge fan of that. It basically, I mean, it's like I've played since Bill Walsh college football in the early 90s, and obviously that did not have it. I don't think the exporting came to be until maybe it was like, I think it was 2003, 2004 when it started on the PlayStation 2 and such. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And that just, yeah. Now my favorite one, and it's like of all the things, was 2004, where EA had all these games married together, and you'd be able to. You basically had, there was like special unlockables and such and stuff. I really want to go back and actually like spend time doing that, and on doing all the unlocks and such. I think I have the majority of the games that can do that. Just want to spend some time with it. So, yeah, it's just fun. So I hope everybody's doing fine. If you're watching this, I do want to apologize if you're used to like just listening to the commentary. Without me speaking, I generally will come in at the beginning or the ending of a video and speak. If you like it more where I'm speaking the entire time, let me know and drop a note at the bottom of the video. And just let me know. It's like, hey, I like this. Hey, I do not like this. Either one is fine. I'm not going to be upset about it. It won't bother me either way. As you can see, my pitching and hitting are really not failing miserably because of this. So, that's a win.
Ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just having a general good day. I mean, the difficulty level is still the same, right? I haven't changed any of that. Yeah, Hall of Fame.
To the plate.
Figure I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed anything in this game for a long time.
On the ground,
oh, that's double play. Damn it.
Tags the runner. How about that double play? So 2 down now, and here is
one of the things I got to do after this game.
First offering, and
there's been a player in the MLB that has been he's been suspended for life for gambling on baseball. And generally when that happens, if there's a guy that's retired due to injury or risky, gets suspended for life, and he's not going to be ever in the game anymore, and I don't want him part of my league anymore, I'll basically make them so bad statistically, I'll just edit their stats mid-season and just make them horrible. Now, I generally don't touch anybody else's stats, but for those couple players that have this issue, I generally do it, theorizing that the franchises themselves would basically just either cut them or demote them. Now, don't know the word, and it's like plus and stuff, so you have a high probability of getting injured. Now, I don't know if that's happened yet to Steven Strasburg, because I did that to him, where I've made him horrible, and the last I checked is like just has a really high ERA and such, and is just having a horrible season. But I don't really know if they've ever cut him or demoted him or done anything with him yet. I have to actually check that out.
Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners.
It's just one of those things. And now I'm letting up a couple hits.
For these guys here. Nice job
of
driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages.
I am actually really looking forward to the Phillies playing in London this weekend.
Right there it did, and he did it perfectly. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground.
It's just nice because it's something different. And for a lot of these players, it's just kind of cool to just go and do something different. And it's like, it's really cool and everything, because like get to see Hoskins this week, and that's really cool. Where Hoskins is in town, and yeah, they were thinking about running. The guy on third actually like took off a little bit off the bag for a second. That's kind of interesting.
0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone. 0-1. That's through for a base hit.
That's unfortunate.
The runner from third. It's 2-1.
Big time at bat right there.
Not 2-1.
And they're back within a run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Hoping that Suarez seems like he's going to be okay for Saturday's game.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch.
They were saying last night, oh my goodness, now we're losing the game. They were talking about how Wheeler isn't going to be pitching. He pitched last night on Monday night, and he doesn't have a scheduled start until next Tuesday. Why? Why wouldn't you just have, it's like you can have Wheeler start on Sunday. If you're going to skip anybody's start, skip the man that has been struggling, Walker. I mean, I would just skip his start. Maybe he just needs some time and everything to figure some stuff out. Don't stop Wheeler from starting. You can have him start Sunday. I mean, it's like perfect. He gets advanced in the rotation. I don't see the problem with it. I mean, my only theory is they want to do something with Boston and get ahead of that. But I'm generally not for changing how the rotation is, except for the bottom half of the rotation. The bottom half of the rotation, I care less what changes for them. They just need to adapt. Because they're not as good as the top three. Or in this, it's like in this year, top four. I mean, Sanchez has done really well in MLB. I think I traded him a long time ago in our squad. And that's only because I either traded him or I put him down in a minor. I didn't like the amount of pitches he had. For me as a starter, I think he had only three pitches, and that isn't deep enough for me. For me, you need to have at least 4 pitches minimum to be a starting pitcher. And yeah, we're down 4-2.
And a pitch. Ball 1 there.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
So yeah, looking at college football is coming out in the middle of July. So expect content then for that. How the schedule is going to work for that, I have not determined that yet. I was thinking maybe every other day, and then when we get to the season where it's Madden, then I'll do Madden every other day that coincides with it. Or if I'm not getting the views in college football, then I just stop college football and then just go with completely Madden. So depends on the viewership a lot of the times. If I'm not getting viewership in college football, then I'll end there. I mean, the first week I might just broadcast every day, just to get views, especially because it's new and fresh to the channel. And are people interested in like watching some college football 14 just to prep for it? I wouldn't be against doing that as well.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
I did enjoy playing college football 14 past. I do have the game, so I'd be interested in playing some more of it.
And that's outside.
Always interesting enough. I have Madden 25 that sits right next to it, because you can export Madden NCAA 14 into Madden 25, humorously enough. And I think it's just absolutely hilarious that the year of Madden 25 on the PS5, you used to be able to do NCAA football and export it into Madden 25, but you can't do it with this version of college football 25.
Up the middle. Nice grab.
Gonna work. Ooh, yes it will. We do get a run scored on a freak error. Gotta love that. That was darn luck. Anybody hears my dog snoring, I apologize. He's actually snoring. Speaking of my dog, this is actually funny and everything. I don't wish any ill will on my pet. But this is just kind of funny, and we were just looking this information up because it's kind of like freaky. Our dog, we got him when he was 2 years old, and he is now reached the age of 19. He is 19 years old as a dog. He's a puggle.
2 outs.
And the crazy part about puggle is puggles, they said the max life cycle like the average life cycle and everything, the max age is 15 years old. And ours is 19. Has anybody had this before? Where they've had a dog and they know they have the lifespan and they basically say how old the dog's going to be, and dog freakishly or cat freakishly lives a lot longer than that lifespan. We've had the same thing and everything with some cats and stuff and everything that they lived longer than what they expected to live. I don't know if we've done something right where we've basically fed them the right stuff, treated them right, or did something. I mean, we've had unfortunate things and stuff with cats, where we've had a cat and everything that passed away within 6 months of having him. I mean, that was extremely tragic and sad. But I've never had it. It's just unbelievable that we've had this. They had this thing with our pets, but they've just lived way longer than anybody would expect. It's kind of crazy. I never was expecting it. I wasn't expecting him to live this long. We were just kind of thinking and everything we'd have our pet and everything, our dog and everything, and basically we're estimating it was going to be when the kids graduated high school and stuff. And yeah, they're both well out of high school, and the second one is almost graduating college as well. So it's kind of crazy that they've gone on this long. And just things you read and things that are actual happening is just kind of weird. So it's just random things that have been running through our minds recently. We were having this huge discussion about it last night, and I was having a discussion with my son at lunchtime today, and it's just crazy. I've never heard of such a thing where, I mean, you'd think these journals and these pet things and stuff, they would have it where they basically have these stats, and you would think that they're somewhat accurate. So I'm just kind of curious if anybody else has had that kind of experience. Curiosity question.
That is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
I mean, our dog is very gray. I mean, he used to have all black fur and everything in his face and stuff, but several years ago, he's on gray.
And that one is lifted in the air.
But he hasn't had any huge health problems besides he had one. I think he had a cyst in his leg or something. It was some kind of growth and stuff in his leg. And recently he's had like fur things and stuff where his fur has been falling out. And lots of weird stuff like that.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning.
The only thing that we're actually like waiting on is whenever he does end up passing. I mean, it's like I'll be very upset when he does, because our cat passed away and everything. It was kind of like tragic when it happened. But when he passes away and stuff, we do plan on getting another cat. We haven't had a cat in the house for a while, and I do want to have another cat, but I don't want to have the dog, who's like really elderly, being annoyed by a cat. because we'd get a kid. He would just basically, the kitten would want to play with the dog constantly, and the dog's not going to want any part of that because he's an old dog, and he's not going to want any of that. So, I kind of don't want to annoy the dog.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. Two outs, runner at first. And here is Christian Walker. And a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second.
First and second, 2 outs.
And 2 out.
All they need is 1 out, people.
Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going.
Zips it to first, and that is the inning.
Not doing that bad. We're in the middle of the 5th.
Back here in Philadelphia,
1 run down.
Kyle Schwarber.
Kind of odd that Schwarber is on a roll here.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Way high.
So yeah, just like comment below if you like me talking constantly, or you prefer it if I just leave it to the announcers in the background.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
And obviously, you can hear the announcers in the background as well as my voice, and hopefully, I'm speaking loud enough. There's nothing I can do about it at this stage, because I won't be able to hear this until afterwards. So I really don't know if I'm actually speaking loud enough or speaking too loud. I really have no idea. Oh, come on, Schwarbs.
Now 1 away. Trey Turner at the plate.
On Schwarbs, but it's all my fault. I didn't notice that pitch was outside.
And there's a ball.
So yeah, we got college football, we got Madden coming out. So they're the 2 big things.
Not close with that one. 2-1.
This series has gone actually really well. I'm actually really happy with how I've been playing this game. And the fact that we've been doing like so much of this stuff offensively and defensively and Hall of Fame difficulty, it's been absolutely insane. I never thought that I'd be able to play at this difficulty. So I'm actually like quite surprised at that.
And that one missing low.
Be happier if I was winning this game. And it's hit by Harper.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Sosa stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
But again, I have his pitch to count up, so that's actually pretty good.
All set for the top of the 6th, and now the center fielder, Randall Grichuk. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Up the middle. Stop. Slings to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Nice.
2 quick outs to open the top
Yeah,
of the
Ranger
6th.
Suarez is doing his normal Ranger Suarez bit.
Now it's the DH, Jordan Lawler.
Got a little bit of hiccup in one inning.
Strike 1.
Overall, quite use the power during this game.
Two outs. Out towards right center field. Rojas on his way over. Brings it in. And that is that. Back down for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Joe Mantiply.
They're gonna left
Still
me
a
out
lot
here.
of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, one-run game.
Okay, I am going to get the bullpen up. Not because I need him, but just in case. Just want to have a pitcher warmed up.
And he deals. And fouled off. Swing and a ball driven
Sometimes
pretty
I do
well
this
out
stuff
towards left center.
instinctually. I just
Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really.
I don't know why I didn't set this up better properly.
Here, watches that one miss.
Normally I would not have two lefties back to back in the lineup.
Outside low, down 2-0.
Giving the defense a huge advantage for the pitching staff.
And here it comes. Strike one. And he grounds one to the right side. Gurriel throws the first in time. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
That's
Nick,
what good
help
sinker's
us out here.
designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases.
There's a nice gapper.
Around first, heading for two. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Good job, Nick.
So digging in, Brandon Marsh.
And boom, I'd say
Marsh.
he's due.
Fine,
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time.
It's too early to do a substitution. We're going to leave this big.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one lifted in the air center field.
Yeah, didn't get enough of it. Needed more of a
And
line
makes
drive.
the play, and that's out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, leading off, Ronaldo Hernandez.
You can see he's tired, but I really don't think it's going to be to the point where
That's in there. Going one.
it'll be too much of a problem.
And that one is inside ball one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss.
Go.
Struck him out. And one away.
Gotta count.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. And that's downstairs and outside.
One ball, no strike.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Base is empty, one away here in the second game of the series.
Wow.
And there's a base hit.
Okay.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1. On the ground to the left. Turner. Off balance speed. There's one.
Double play. That was a big play. That gets us out of the inning. Very nice.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of
See
the
that?
seventh. Ryan
And they have
Thompson.
another
These are the
bullpen arm
spots
that's
where
throwing out
relievers
here.
really make a name for
Thompson's
themselves.
throwing at
Late
1.79
and close.
ERA.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Thankfully, he's a little worse against left-handed
One-run
pitching
game.
batters.
And now for the Phillies,
Um,
Johan Rojas.
Be ready and waiting. Want to know something now? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna have Ranger go after Carroll, and then I'll have Sandlin going after the other guys.
The pitch just missed.
1-0.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That guy's throw is kind of like odd.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's even at 2. And another ball.
Full count? Like nothing more to have him walk or get a little single here.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball.
Okay. Well, it was a strike. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It was a strike.
And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Kyle Schwarber.
Sometimes we get friendly calls, though.
Shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Oh, he doesn't get the call.
See, that's the kind of friendly call I'm talking
Plate
about.
umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Trying to
Well,
hold
I
a
shouldn't
one-run
swing
lead
at that.
for the bottom of the 7th. That one is absolutely belted. That's bad. Adios.
Is that gone? Oh my goodness, it's a home run. Wow. The storm bomb.
It's 4-4.
Well, we put a really nice
We are all tied up.
Everything was on time. Took a
Love to see that.
Excellent extension and
Said this guy doesn't pitch well against left-handers as well.
Next to hit, Trey Turner. And there's a foul ball.
Good timing with that.
Tied at 4. Late swing fouled off.
I like to be able to see us doing something here.
The 0-2.
That's the ball.
well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Did he get it? 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 Yeah, he did. That is a home run. And now it is 5-4 Phillies. Wow. Flip this game on its head in the bottom of the 7th.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks,
Love it.
Kyle Nelson.
And now, because of that, they brought in another pitcher to go after Harper, which is kind of smart because otherwise Harper might have gone yard as well, and you'd have back-to-back home runs. That generally doesn't work out too well.
And the first offering is not close.
So,
Nelson goes 6
Harper's
foot
already
1.
2 for
He
2 on a
features
day.
Slider, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Getting that average a little bit up.
The 1-0. Strike on the inside corner. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Statistically, I'm very
Still only
happy
one out
since
here in the inning.
going to Hall of Fame difficulty. Feels like the statistics are a little bit more realistic. Still have a lot of home runs,
And the count
but
is 2-2.
I have a lot of guys that have power. And if you run into pitches and make good swings, home runs are going to happen.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It takes a big walk.
The game for him, and he's been really patient
Now
at
we
the
got
plate.
Sosa.
The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Sosa stands in now and watches strike one.
I think I have I got Stubbs on deck. I'm gonna have Stubbs hit, but I'm probably gonna pinch hit.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch
That's
up to
2
the
outs.
heater. And
If
digging
Stubbs
in for
can get on board, I will put
Philadelphia,
pinch hitter in.
Garrett Now snap throw to first. Back in there standing.
An interesting part is, it's like if I put a pinch hitter in, they'll be able to take their pitcher out.
Swing and a drive. Deep
Did he
right
get that?
field.
Did he get it?
Way back
Did
there.
he get it? Yes, he did. And now we got Stubbs hitting a home run.
Third home run of the
Holy
inning. And they
cow.
take on to their lead. It's 7-4.
It's an inning of power, and I just do normal swings, everybody. I don't use power swings. I don't use contact swings. So I'm like kind of stunned by it
Perdomo.
because it was a home run and not a regular hit. I just basically allowed him to stay in the game because it's a 3-run game now instead of a 1-run
We
game.
go to the 8th. Now Corbin Carroll.
Got Corbin Carroll on the hill, on the mound, and on the plate. I'm sorry. Can't speak.
Fastball for a strike. So into
But I'm
his
going to,
8th inning of work now on the mound, despite some
Corbin
rough
Carroll will
patches.
be our one batter that we're facing this inning.
To throw in the towel, but he stayed out there. He kept competing, and he's got
The
himself pretty
lefty.
deep into this one.
Now up next for Arizona, Christian
Now
Walker.
it's Sandlin in the game.
Nick Sandlin gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Very happy with the pitching performance. Give me 7 1/3 inning of good pitching. Nothing wrong with that.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Get a
Gotta keep things
strikeout or do
airtight
something
defensively
there.
right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Makes the catch
out.
for the second
Go.
out. 2 outs, base
2
is
outs?
empty. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He swings and fouls one off. And now the 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Here's a high fly ball out
And
to
that
center.
will do the inning.
Rojas moving under it. He makes the grab.
We're in the middle of the
And that'll
8th,
do it.
and we have a 3-run lead.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the
Ginkle in
8th.
the game.
Kevin Ginkle.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Best guy
So
in
digging
the
in
world.
now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos.
We're basically going to be going with a right-hander, so we're going to put warm Hopkins up. We're scheduled to put him in the game, but we're also going to get Dominguez warmed up just in case, and basically we're going to see and everything. If this is still a save situation, we'll put Hoffman in the game.
And a pitch. Swings and misses.
Keep swinging like that, and it definitely will be a save situation.
Digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Grichuk hauls it in for the out. 1 away. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider
1-1.
down and away. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one fouled off.
I really do feel bad for Marsh. A decent season with the Phillies, and the hurt his hamstring. The funny thing is he tried to power through it because he felt it. You could tell it. He felt it twinge when he got to first base, and he still tried to power through it. And he got to second base, and like as soon as he rounded the bag, he's like, "No, this ain't gonna work."
Stands in for the Phillies.
I pulled my hamstring one time, and I was rounding. I got to third base on a triple, and I felt it pull between second and third, and I was just completely done. There was like nothing left. It's like I blew out my entire tire, and I'm like, yeah, this is not going to work.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Now we can bring Hoffman in the game.
He pitched yesterday.
So yeah, I know how painful it is too, because it's like the whole back of my leg turned like completely blocked.
Now the left fielder, Alec Thomas.
It was disgusting. So I'm sure you all wanted to hear about my
pitch.
black leg.
The outside corner. It's
0-1. Carrying the hamstring is kind of nasty. Oh my.
And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I just don't feel like you're going to be able to walk or move or do anything for a while. It's just that painful and stuff.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The D-backs trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th.
I don't remember how I drove home that day.
Next to hit, Ronaldo.
Generally, I drive myself home all the time, so I don't remember.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
We just plow into this lineup. We're just having no problem. Our bullpen is like really good. If you watch this series, you'll know that once I bring in the bullpen, generally the game's over. I screwed up there. I released too early, and I had to like press.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. Now
and that's the game.
Out to left center. And he's got it.
So, yeah.
And the Phillies, even this
big win for the Phillies. Like I said before, let me know if you'd like to hear me continually talking during the game. Or do you like it where I'm shutting the hell up and just speak a little bit before and some after? And I've done some where I've done nothing. Just let it be. Just let me know what you think below. I'm just kind of gauging what people think and just throwing that out there. So until next time, this is David B69. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. We didn't have a huge amount of strikeouts, nor did they. But overall, our top 3 in the lineup, dominated. Stubbs had a great game. Stubbs had 2 hits, a home run. I mean, it's a good day for him. Definitely really happy with that. Schwarber had a double, home run, single. He was like pretty much, he only needed a triple and he'd had the cycle. Kind of crazy. So Salton did well. Just having him throw him in there, just see how he does for a while. He's doing well. So, anyways, until next time, this is Davey69. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. I'm out.